Hello ladies and gentlemen, it is Ulan Gaming, and I want to do something a little different today because somebody in our Discord did this and posted it to Reddit, and I thought it was a really fun idea, and we talked it over, and I'm going to turn it into a bit of a community challenge slash tournament slash mini game. So the challenge is that you need to collect as many treasures as you can in 5 minutes and 30 seconds. We're going to turn this into a bi-weekly competition. The reward, you join our Discord server. It's a great place. You join our Discord server to join the game. It's a great place to go anyways. There's lots of people there, lots of friends you can make, lots of people you can play with. It's just an overall very cheery atmosphere, and I will be putting the link to the Discord in the description. But anyways, go over to the Discord and apply, and you'll see the rules that I will be going over in this video. So, when you are playing this, you can pick any civilization you want, but the map must be the selected map for the week that we are playing, right? So, in this week's map, the very first map that we are doing this on is Pepper Coast. So, you have to play on Pepper Coast, but you can pick any civilization. Even if you defeat all the Guardians, your treasure isn't collected until it's actually picked up, so it needs to actually count towards your treasure's charts in order to actually count for your score. Contestants must start in the first age. You're not allowed to start in, like, the second, third, fourth, or fifth age so that you get a boost to your Explorer's stats, right? That's obviously cheating. But you are allowed to age up as part of your strategy if you choose to go with that route. Contestants are not allowed to add extra bots to the game to increase the size and therefore total amount of treasures on the map. You may only have one bot set to any difficulty setting. I'm assuming most of you guys are probably just going to pick easy, like I did. But no more. It's you and the easy bot on Pepper Coast. Settlers may not deal damage to treasure guardians, but they can collect treasures. So this is to prevent you from just swarming the map with settlers and putting them in melee all day and collecting all the treasures that way. So you can use your settlers to collect treasures, but not to kill guardians. Our next rule is no cheats. This is a fairly obvious one. No tuck, tuck, tuck. No a whole lot of love. No X marks the spot. No Nova, no Ryan, nothing. Right? No cheats. It's just you. And then the next rule is no slow speed. You can pick fast if you want, but that's hardly relevant. Slow speed just seems like it would make it so much easier to manage all the different things that are happening on the map and give you an unfair advantage, and this is really a competition to see who can strategize a build order for this particular thing as well as micro it well and handle all the difficult things happening along the map. So slow speed might, kind of jeopardize that. Lastly is how to submit. Submissions will go into the submission channel on our Discord, and they must include a recording of the game as well as a picture of the treasure graph, as you will see towards the end of this video. Then during our season, so we have 1 week of active play where you can submit, where you can send in submissions, right? And then after that 1 week, we have 1 week off where the victor gets to enjoy his reward, which is the role Nathan Drake. It gives you a bright orange name, and it will appear above everybody else, right? That 1 week of off time will be their opportunity to enjoy their name, and then they have to defend their name going into the next season where we play on a different map, and that's kind of how this whole system will work here. But those are the rules. And with that, I would like to show you my first submission into this competition to get us started, where after 5 minutes and 30 seconds, I had collected a total of 16 treasures as Aztecs. Now, this is not exactly the upper limit of what you can achieve with the strategy. I definitely made a couple mistakes throughout this attempt, so there's definite room for improvement here. I just figure it's a good baseline to start with. In my previous attempt at this, I actually cleared the whole map out of treasures, but I had unfortunately failed to remember to hit the record game button, and the record game got screwy with me. So Unfortunately, that one didn't. That one kind of fell through, and I had to do it again, and I got a significantly worse score. But as you'll see here, this is a lot of fun, I think, and there's a lot of potential here for just a little mini game to distract you from the usual monotony. And with that, enjoy my first attempt at this. Alright, so, getting into this actual recording here, I had a pretty simple thought process going into this. The overarching goal that we have is to ship our Jaguars that we get in the first age, and then get to the second age to Shadow Tech our Explorer and Warrior Priests, and then ship Warrior Priests. And that is the general guideline that this skill, that this build order follows. So as you can see, I went to collect my first Guardian, and now I'm splitting up my dudes to scout as much of the map as possible to see as many of the treasures as possible. The reason that we outlawed X marks the spot is because a good part of your treasure hunting skill is directly related to how well you can scout. So you can see, we're just slowly taking all the small treasures that we can. I have the Warrior Priest paired with my Explorer, because he can help heal the Explorer during small moments where I forget to move him. Then we are taking the Treasure Guardian that we converted, who is by far the weakest unit on my team, and we're just having him scout along the outskirts, trying to find all of the small treasures. I decided to make one villager, but forego the rest, because I figured that one villager could pay for itself before the 800 wood food that you need to get to Age 2 actually comes in. There were two options for going into Age 2, and that was the Chief, which will give me access to the Swashbuckling attack, and Age Up Fast. Now, I figured I didn't really need the Swashbuckling attack, and I more so valued the extra overall damage I could do with my Explorer and getting that faster. So I opted for the extra fast Age Up, because that would not only buff my Explorer, but also buff my Jaguars and my Warrior Priests. In the second age, the Warrior Priests go from doing 5 damage to 15, and they have a 3 times multiplier against Treasure Guardians, so that means each Warrior Priest does 45 damage a punch. So you can see me there just trying to micro down these treasures as fast as I can. Not really too concerned about getting XP, just concerned about getting the actual treasures. And there we can see we are shipping 4 Jannies. 4 Janny the Jaguars. Janny has 10 attack with a 3 times multiplier against Treasure Guardians, and that's just in the first age. He, of course, Shadow Techs into Age 2. Alright, so this is just more of the same. This doesn't really get particularly interesting until a little bit later, particularly when those Jaguars come in, because we don't really ever have them actually in the same place as our Explorer. So for here, one thing I'm also doing is making sure to look at all the treasures on the map and try to find the free ones that don't actually have any Treasure Guardians on them, and those are going to be the ones that we take with our Settlers, because those ones we are able to do very quickly without wasting time with our Explorer, and time is very, very precious. So we're just about approaching the halfway mark in the strategy, and I'm hitting Age 2 with the fast Age Up. We have Janny the Jaguar scouting the bottom half of the map. They're going to be taking out the Treasure Guardians along the treasures on the bottom, which will then be collected with Settlers right afterwards. So here we go, converting another one of these units, and killing the brother, going for the treasure right next to the base here. I did get a little unlucky with the enemy AI in this particular match, and you'll see that a little bit later. But for now, we're hitting Age 2, right as we get an extra enemy. And what are we sending but 3 Warrior Priests, so that's 45 damage 3 times. So that is a ton of extra DPS that we are going to get on the field for hunting treasures. Just an absolute ton. So now you can see we've collected that treasure here. We've killed that Guardian there. We're killing the Guardian down here, and we're sending our Settler from the town center over to collect them. We're doing the same thing here, except we don't have any Settlers nearby. That treasure's collected, and now we're just kind of trying to see what all we can collect. I'm aware that I'm running short on time. I'm well over halfway into the strategy now. And yeah, from here we'll just see. I have one Settler that's out back, and I have this Settler standing nearby treasures while I have the Jaguars just run from treasure to treasure and kill the Guardians so that the Settlers can collect it.
skill in exploration will not help you in battles to come.
Those 3 warrior priests have come in. They're going to go over towards that treasure and kill the baboon, while this settler here waits right next to the treasure she's standing next to for those Janny the Jaguars to come in and take that, if I'm not mistaken. One of the things I'm particularly excited about with this challenge is just seeing all the different ideas people come up with. I already have a couple plans to try out this build order with the Russians, which may surprise some of you, but I am actually really looking forward to trying this out with the Russians. I think of all the Euro civs, they're probably even better off than Spain. I think they're definitely the best of the Euro civs for this kind of thing. Right, so that's that treasure cleared. Now you see, for some reason, the easy AI decided that it wanted to chase my Explorer with the CDB, and they literally just kept chasing my Explorer for the rest of this match, which really could have harmed me had that happened sooner. And it's definitely a good thing I have so many treasure-killing units. But here we go, approaching 5 minutes and 10 seconds with only 20 seconds left. I'm just trying to do as much as I can before I run out of time. Those CDB are getting in the way. It's very annoying. I managed to collect that one, and I send everybody over there, but I know going into there that I'm not going to be able to get it in the next 10 seconds. But I tried anyway. Unfortunately, 'tis not to be, and this challenge is over. So now, if we go over and look at the graph, we'll see that our total count was 16 treasures, and that will get you started. If you think you can do better, please, by all means, join the Discord server and make your attempts, put in your submissions, and if I see any unique strategies there or anything higher than mine, I will, of course, post it on the channel. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and have a great day.